Hey, so what if I was to tell you that Thor becomes the old man that they always tell you not to fight in anime? Cause man, when it comes to the far, far future at the end of the universe, this brother ends up facing off against Loki, but not just any Loki. Boy, this dude got the all-black Necro sword. And he trying to put this brother down. These folks get the clash. And that's when they lean in super close to each other and Loki's just like, "Oh, I bet you regret not killing me when you last had the chance, don't you, Thor?" But Thor responds, "What have you done, you monster? Asgard." But when I tell you Loki ain't trying to hit none of that mess, he starts slashing that man Thor all up in his chest and he tells him, "You thought you could chain me in a pit of Muspelheim fire vipers for all of eternity, eh? But I ate my way through them, brother. Until my insides burned and my tears turned to venom, I ate my way to you, O mighty king. And along the way, I even devoured an entire world, a Necro world. So now, I am Loki, the Necro god. Loki, the end of Asgard, the end of everything, starting with you, brother Thor." And when I tell y'all Loki just start ramming this man through everything around them, he even carries this fool off into space. And I'm talking deep space, with both of them crash landing down pretty hard. And Loki gets up ready to attack Thor. That man tosses his hammer like, "Hey, I need you to go find the nearest sun that still burns." Because again, guys, this is billions of years into the future, and damn near everything in the universe is dead. And Loki trying to add that man to the list, he run up on that bro, start slicing at him. And he was just like, "Oh, I know you're not looking for aid, help, sons. Ha, you be hard pressed to find one of them nowadays, Thor." And with that, Loki starts going in on this dude, slicing this man's chest to pieces, and he tells him, "Asgard has fallen. The gods are no more. Oh, and your blessed granddaughters are dying beneath my weapon even as we speak." See, yeah, for those of y'all who don't know, this Thor also has 3 granddaughters, one of which who wields Beta Ray Bill's hammer Stormbreaker. They're fighting some facsimiles that this dude done sent to Omnipotent City. And when Thor hears the threat on his granddaughters' lives, the Thor force starts flowing through his veins. Good boy, he punches the fudge out that man. But even with as powerful as this hit was, the text tells us that Thor knows that this ain't gonna be enough to stop him. Hell, it took 3 Thors just to take out Gore. And Gore was just a normal ass mortal man when he picked up the Necro sword. Loki, a dude spawned by giants and raised by gods, yeah, whole different monster here. And it's kind of proven because this man walk up out the flames and he tell Thor, "You threw your hammer past the star so that it would burn? Ha! You think mere fire will stop me?" But that's when Thor's hammer come flying in. And as the God King catches it, he tells Loki, No, I don't think it will stop you, brother. But I do think this will hurt." And with that, Thor swings his flaming hammer into the puddle that he's laying beside. See, this liquid in this puddle seems to cover about 85% of this planet. Something real close to napalm. And as we all could imagine, whole chunk of that planet went kabloom! And well, when I tell y'all that explosion was enough to really do this planet in, these two just out here floating around. But Loki, he might be floating, but that boy did not come to play. Because like I said earlier, he got facsimiles of his Necro sword attacking Thor's granddaughters. He knows it'll be good enough distraction for him to come in and stab that dude right in his chest. And Loki was just like, "Yes, no more Asgard, no more gods, no more of the lie that is eternal life." And man, when I tell y'all Loki start going in on this dude with the penetration, he starts stabbing this man all in his chest. And he tells him, "Ha! Loki is the bringer of truth now. And the final fundamental truth of all existence, brother dear, is that nothing lasts forever. Not family, not love, not peace, not hope, nothing! Except for Loki!
And y'all, Loki takes this big ass sword and slices it out the side of Thor's guts. Got that man's intestines and shit just hanging in space. And Loki pulls him in real close and tells him,
Did I ever tell you how father died? You thought he died peacefully in his sleep, but it was me sneaking into his room every night for weeks, whispering in his wretched old ear about every wickedness I'd ever done, every vicious little horror, even the ones I'd never told anyone, the most intimate details of every single word, every single drop of blood I'd ever spilled, every mine I'd violated. And it was all his fault, I told him, for not strangling me in my crib when he found me. I am Odin's ultimate legacy. Those words were what killed our father. He died weeping, choking on shame, and my grinning face was the last thing he saw, just as it will be for you, Thor.
But Thor responded,
No, you're a liar. You didn't kill father.
But as they over there having their little conversation, Mjolnir grows ever closer. Until it's close enough for that brother Thor to grab smack Loki in his mother freaking lips. And he tells him,
No, brother, you didn't kill father. I did.
As he follows it up with a ridiculous uppercut, he tells his brother,
He was a shell of himself, his mind gone. I put him out of his misery and burned him on the pyre the size of Jotunheim.
And y'all listen, at this point that this brother does one of the coldest things I've ever seen anybody do in fiction. Cause he takes his intestines that are hanging out his stomach, wraps it around this dude's neck, wraps it around his hammer, and chucks that son of a bitch into the sun. And this brother right here, ooh, he is looking terrified. To be honest, he should be, because his next destination, straight into the sun. And even though it was something that had to be done, let's be real, Thor is not taking any kind of pleasure in this victory. But to be honest, it's a good thing, because when that brother looks down at the sun, he starts to see giant shades of black covering the entire star until the entire sun is black, and he sees a familiar shadow raising from the darkness. That boy Loki is back at him mad as hell. But I mean, let's be real, even if you could survive it, getting tossed into a sun would piss you off too. And he about to go up here and show his big brother what time it is. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is also a story for another time. As for now, Excelsior War Corps. I'm Amaso T. I'll catch y'all later.